Welcome Steam's Creative Journal. I'm Grubby the Axolotl and I'm excited to chat about our favorite build styles. What kind of fun and creative builds do you enjoy?
Hello, hello, welcome back to Hardcore Mechanized, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Oh goodness, let's see. For some reason it feels like I haven't done this in forever, but we're back into the hardcore world here. Last time we were messing around with some flying machine stuff because we were trying to get the minecart system and minecart rail connected to a village. And I also did want to give a big shout out to, I think it's Loser? Like Lou_ZURR. They have followed last time, or a couple days ago, so I just want to give them a shout out and say thank you for the follow. Did you hop into pop into the stream? I'll probably Give him another shout out. All right. So we do know we want to go back up to the surface here and take a look at where we're at with the flying machine thing. I don't believe we have the flying machine made, but we got to set up the system to catch the minecart and to remove the minecart. So let's double check our day, make sure it is accurate. It is indeed. Okay. We're at 344 days now. That's pretty cool. I wonder how many times I've run up and down this staircase. It's got to be ridiculous. I do want to do... One second here, I want to fix something. While I am here, we're going to fix this. We're going to edit the transform. So from the bottom, we want to do a couple pixels. I think that does it. And from the right, we want to do a couple pixels. Yeah, there we go. Webcam's actually where it should be now. Completely in the frame. Just had to remove a couple pixels. Looks so much better now. Okay. So, oh, that's also another thing I wanted to consider fiddling with a little bit. We might want to move these things a little. Though I'm a little worried if I mess with too much of this, it will cause quite a bit of issues. Hello, Knockout. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome, Knockout
This up a little bit, maybe like
3514.
right there. How are you doing today, Knockout? Good to see you here again. I think I'm just gonna push this up to here. We'll get Grubby in a good spot. Maybe something like that. We could try that layout. That might be a little better. Not too big a deal. We'll be able to see. Yeah, it's kind of covering my tools and stuff, but I don't think that'd be too big a deal. Maybe the left side's better. You doing all right? Currently at the grocery store. Oh, thanks for popping in while you're at the grocery store. What you shopping for? Maybe we should do this instead, actually. Put Grubby like right over top of our time of day. That could be good. And our goal could go up here. It'd be like that. I do feel like Grubby needs to be adjusted just a tiny bit though. So it feels a little more centered. We're fiddling with our stuff. Regular groceries for dinners? Alright, nice. I feel like I need to shift you just a bit more. Okay. How's that? That feels like a bit of a better layout, because it doesn't block too much being in the bottom left there. We already have stuff that kind of blocks that anyways. Cool. Sweet. I like that much better. I gotta work on fixing up my layouts so they're more specific to each thing I do. Okay. So, focusing. We were working on the rail system over here last time, so I need to check what I was doing and kind of what I need to bring with me over here. But I might even have the stuff over here in a chest already. Let's go take a look. Been up to anything exciting recently, anybody? Knockout or anybody else chilling around? Okay, well I expanded this out, so I'm gonna have to get the rails to get myself to this point. And I'm gonna need the flying machine there. Where did I put... I must have stored it away over there. Gotta go to a Halloween event for dogs on Sunday? Oh, nice. Like a bunch of people like going to like a park or something with their dogs in costume, or... Sounds like an exciting little adventure. It's at a dog daycare thing, but they're getting food trucks and stuff too. Oh, okay. Are they gonna do like food trucks for like people and dogs? That could be kind of funny. Not sure what they would do for both, but. You think so? Okay. Have like a doggy food truck with treats and stuff. That's gotta be fun for the dogs. Okay. Right. I have stuff in a chest. I believe I dropped them off in here. Okay, I do have these. I do need these. I'm gonna need some redstone. I need observers. I'm not sure how much of these I'm gonna need, so we'll kind of mess with that once we get over there. I don't know if I'll need torches, but we can take them. That should be everything we need, more or less. Okay. Now I do want to double check kind of what I had over here. Did I have any redstone lying around? Okay, so I still have the redstone kind of set up over here for what I was doing. And there's bobbing for hot dogs for the dogs. That's funny. Alright, so I do have to have... Right, so I do want the observer on one side, because this is the catching side. Now, I'm going to have like 2 different bays on each side. Because one bay is where it departs, so basically a departure and an arrival. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. I'm going to need rails. And we're going to have powered rails. So if I can get, I'm going to do like an angled rail there. So we can take these rails, and we'll take the powered rails as well. I think we also need to make a minecart. I don't think I have a minecart. Oh, fell in a hole. Should have enough redstone. Maybe. That's fine. I can take the redstone out of here. It's not too important to... I have the general idea of what I need to do for it, so I don't think I need to actually have all this set up. And I think I did redstone triggering that. Okay, yep, I got that. I'll take the observer. We don't even need it, actually. What do we do? We do need the observer. In fact, I'm going to need one more observer for sure. So I can have both sides. Okay. And I think I have a bunch of furnaces. All right, I had a bunch of furnaces too, specifically so that I can set up the non-stickable areas. So I do need to take those with us. Okay. Should be everything we need to get this going. I'm really looking forward to this because this is something that I thought about doing like from the very beginning of this world almost. So it's really cool to actually finally be arriving at this point where I get to try this out. And once it's done, we're really close to opening and unlocking villagers, so that's exciting too. I do like that very much. Can I sleep now? Not yet. Did we actually do our first... I should have brought a minecart. I have iron. Okay, we're good. I can make one. Okay, gotta update our day. 3:45. Sweet. I think our next marker is going to be 500 days. I think I'll call that our next milestone as far as that days survived. Okay, so we're going to have the minecart come over here, and then we've got to drop down. And basically we're going to have that there, because we need the minecart to drop onto the honey blocks. And then, right, oh, we are going to need an observer. Okay, we'll deal with that in a bit. Then I need one here, and I need one here. And then the pistons go the other 2 directions. Okay. This works where it's at because the honeycomb would not grab anything here. I don't think these can even be moved even if we wanted them to be, but we can actually get this prepped. Okay, so the idea is going to be... we need to put the honeycomb in here. Oh, right, I need to go back for barrels, because I need to do the same trick I did for barrels and hoppers. Because I need to do the same trick I did for my nether portal, so that it works better. And I do need to upgrade my goal section. I only have 1 right now. Probably ought to add the other 2 into there. So I have all 3. Maybe I can modify it some way. Make it a little bit better. I don't know. I could just do the number. And then like that, just the box where the numbers and the title is. Then I can have all 3 in a small space without having them be too much. I'll have to consider that. I could even probably make myself a little thing. And that's another thing too. I gotta make some frames for everything, so all my stuff has frames. Things to do, things to consider. Okay, I need one more observer, and I need barrels and hoppers. Okay, we got plenty of wood here. We could use all that. We'll turn some of those to that, because that should be enough, because I only need the 2 barrels. Or 3. I think I actually want to do 3. So we got 3 barrels. We're gonna need a couple hoppers, I think. Do I only need 2? I guess I can take this wood with me if I need it. So let's go ahead and get those made. Or am I doing... Right, because I have... What I did before is basically the crafter pushes the item that's crafted into the barrel. And then the hopper is locked before the barrel. Or, yeah, so it doesn't pull out of the barrel. No, it should go into the hopper? Yeah, because the hopper will pull it. I mean, the... Yes, that is how you do it. It's taking a minute for my brain to compute what I'm trying to do here. It's always so fiddly trying to do redstone on the fly. Because like trying to like clearly think out the process that you need, or like the order of operations, is not always an easy thing. Okay, so we'll start by putting a barrel here, and then it won't get pulled because it is a inventory as far as Java goes. I'm pretty sure Bedrock this wouldn't work. So then we're gonna have a hopper going into another barrel is the idea. And I guess we could just put this. I think I should just put it straight down like this because we wanna. Okay. Then the idea is going to be get rid of this log or this plank. Guess I can make a platform for myself to work off of. This should work. So I need a honeycomb. I think I want to put it off to the side here so I can hide it easier. And then we'll have a comparator coming off of that. No, that's not what we want to do. We wanted to have it lock. Oh. So then we know there's an item coming out. Okay. So then we can power this block. Then we need this to be locked pretty much all the time. And we don't want any power over here, I'm pretty sure, otherwise we could have issues. Okay. Can I put the torch underneath here? Will that work to lock that hopper? It would. Okay. So basically that'll trigger, and what we need to do for that, we're gonna need the power to go over to here. So that's pretty simple. And we'll probably want actually a repeater coming off of that to make sure it's full power. And then that goes into, that's gonna be our trigger. So we've already got our trigger when something's crafted. But we also want it to go around and unlock this. And we don't need this one. Yeah, we don't need this one. So then we also want it to do a thing where it goes down to here. Okay, put a piece of redstone in there. That'll get power. Then where do we go from there? So when there's something in there, it'll trigger it. And then where do we go from that? Because I could bring it down around, but is there a better way to do this? This might be a better way to do this, actually. Okay, so we get power into that block. And I need power to go into this block. So I'm gonna need honeycomb at least here. And it could just be redstone, but I might do another repeater. I might need it, but we'll see. But can I just simply bring the power down like that? That might be all we need, honestly. Okay, so if I do this, and then I come up here. Okay, get up there, get up there. Oh, it's not gonna work because that needs to connect into there. So I can't pull it that way. Otherwise it will redirect it from the note block. Okay, then what we want to do is probably be right here. Bring the redstone down and come towards the back. And then I could do it this way, but it's just gonna be what if I do it here? Oh, and I could wait, I could have the redstone torch there, right? I could totally have I could have the redstone torch powering this, that would work. What if it's there? Is there any way I can condense that without much trouble? Oh, I just sent the flying machine off. Not intentional. Okay, bye. I'll come back and get you later. So if I had a torch there, I literally just need to get power into directly into that block. So what would be the best way to do that then? Like I can have redstone come down here, but it's not gonna go the best way. Oh wait, what if I lower this? I should still be able to have it do that, so it'll trigger that. My brain is trying to overthink this too much, I think. Oh, I actually have an idea. Because I'm already going to have that there, so I could have this here and just do a repeater right into it. Because if I do a repeater into this, I can then pull power down here. And I don't need this one either. So I could go around underneath, so it's still kind of in the same frame, and then I just need redstone to go straight into that. So just need to do this. I think that would work. Do. Okay, so now let's see what happens when we have an item in there. Oops, if I can get up there. Huh. Okay, so then if I put anything in here. Wait, it sent the signal through, but I didn't hear the note block. Okay, there we go. But it didn't go down there. Why did it not go all the way? Or is it? Maybe it is? Okay, well, we can check this by put one item in here. What will happen? Oh, it unlocks. Yeah, and then I put another one in. Okay, yeah, it's working. Cool. Okay. So we have our basic mechanism set up for the launch. So we can take this idea and really take it over there. Something we can do as well if we want to just kind of cut a corner off the building, or for whatever structure we put around that, we can do that. But yeah, I think That's probably the best, at least mechanically wise, what we can have set up there. And then as far as having things around this other side, so we can do something like this. And then we can put another, we can make sure we have a complete frame around this, just to avoid any possibilities of like stuff sticking. Okay, let's go put that in there as a temporary. We can do that. Okay, we can take out any of these extra blocks that aren't necessary. And then we know for sure that this little section into here needs to be protected. And technically that's a bit of a weird place to put that, because then that's still accessible, so you can just put an item in there. I don't think I want this visible on this side. I think I actually want it on this side, so I might need to redesign it a little bit here. So if I do that with that in mind, I should be able to grab this barrel without it going through. Yep. Oh, that means I'm going to have to rotate this, though. It's not exactly what I was wanting, but... because basically we're going to need it to spit out that direction. So I guess we could have it like this. And then this can be at least covered up so that that's not technically an accessible thing. I know we could put something in here. That's still an option. Okay, so if we're gonna adjust that, and we put our barrel here instead, that means we'd have our comparator coming out here. It does make the frame bigger, but I think I do prefer that. Just for like continuity, I guess, of hide the thing that's supposed to be the mechanic you're supposed to be using, kind of thing. And I think it could be as simple as bring power there and then bring it back through. So I just do that, put the repeater here, and then put the redstone dust there. Can I shrink this in any way? So power will go through here. I could technically put both of them here, I think. But then that's not going to work because of the way the repeater works. It needs to connect in right there. So like if I put an item in now, it does that. But then, oh, the hopper's in a different spot now. That actually changes things quite a bit. Okay. Because then we actually need the hopper to be, oops, right here. Which I guess that still wouldn't, no, would it still work? It might still work, actually. So we put this here, and we have the barrel here instead. That should still be locked, right? It does blink, and it's stuck there. Okay, I'm pretty sure this works as well. Wait, did I hear? I don't think I heard any. Oh, there's a note blocker needed. New nuts in there. So you're able to change that without actually not having to rearrange much of anything. And then it makes, if we build a structure around this, it's going to be at the very least completely encased. We don't have to consider that. And then I can just do this and that, and then it will mute the note blocks. You don't hear that. And there's kind of our bay for that. Okay. Now the second part. Oh, I didn't think about this, because when they come back, I need to have... Oh, right, that's how I had this set up before. 'Cause that's where the observer's at. Oh, so I do need an observer here, though. Because the observer here is supposed to do the water thing. So I'm going to have to consider that bit as well. Because the idea is the observer triggers the water, which pushes the minecart off so that it goes on to the return track. So now I gotta figure that part out. I didn't think about that so much. I guess I can put the dispenser here, because that won't get triggered with this current setup. If I have it here and then the water would flow out, then it would push it out. Oh, I forgot about this part. Okay, let's say we have dispenser here. It would push the minecart. Could I push the minecart out into this space? If I do that, then the redstone's visible. I didn't think this through at all. I always have a hard time getting back up here. I really need scaffolding. I might have some somewhere. Okay. Now I gotta input my water system here. I guess if I pushed it back that way, that doesn't work because there's that there. So I probably need to push it out here. But if you're returning, you're going to be on this side. So I would want the dispenser here. Yeah, because the return would be here. So the dispenser needs to be here. But if I power that, then I have to make sure it doesn't power the dispenser. Okay, but if the dispenser triggers, water would flow out. I guess I could have basically this here. Okay. So water comes out. I need it to push the minecart down here, basically, is the idea. Welcome back. I'm trying to figure out my departure section of this. I need to put something here so I can get up there. Okay. So basically, flying machine parks itself here. The player will be sitting here. The water would push potentially off this edge, because that's what I want it to do. So I don't want it to go into this space here. Let's see if I can... I can't put anything here, otherwise it would block it. So if I do this, and maybe even just build this up, and just for the sake of design, I'll put those here. Okay. And then I guess I do have to have it triggered here though. And I can't have it be anything that can be stuck to it. So like this literally needs to be my trigger point, or here. And here goes out into redstone. And here actually doesn't. Okay. So I can keep this one blocked in. This one's gonna need an observer like that. Okay. Oh, I guess... No, because I don't want it to trigger here at all, because that... Yep, okay. I think I need to have observers go straight down right there, so that I can keep the power away from triggering any of the other redstone. Okay, give me a moment. Gonna have to go grab more observers. I really hope I can get this done in this stream today, because I've been looking forward to this forever. When I got this idea in my head, I'm like, ooh, I gotta do this. Okay, and I don't know if I have enough redstone. I might have to go mining for some more redstone. And I don't have observers in here, I'm pretty sure. No. Okay, I do have this minecart, but it's not... I wish you could break those down. Let's just see. Is there anything else I need in here? I really need more redstone. And I need quartz. Which... do I have it down here? I think I put it in here somewhere, didn't I? Here? Yeah, okay, so I need that. I definitely need some cobblestone. Okay, so I can make another observer. That'll at least bypass that main bitter redstone. I probably need at least 2 to get past that. And then I could also potentially rearrange stuff as well. I have to think about that as well, what I could do. That was 2 redstone per thing though. Okay. Definitely gonna have to go redstone hunting. So I don't think I have any more redstone anywhere else. I guess another potential option I could use... I could use minecarts as redstone. Because I can use an activator rail to trigger things. That might actually save me on redstone if I want to use iron instead. I do have a decent amount of iron at the moment. That's another option. And I guess, right, I forget, I can also use power rails. Power rails technically work as like a redstone signal. Okay, so what do I want to do here then? So when the flying machine arrives here, it needs to put a redstone signal out. So right now it's just going to shoot it down into here in this space. But I can't really put any power into a block here because it would power all that, which would then just send the machine out again, which is not what I wanted to do. Or would it? Oh no, it would just unlock the hopper. So maybe it wouldn't be an issue? Okay, maybe I could just get away with it. Because if I do like this, and then I put a repeater here. Do I want this side? Yeah. Problem is I need to get to this dispenser right here. I need to get a signal into that without powering that. So I'm going to need a power signal hitting that. So that's where I need to get this to. Okay. Maybe I should rearrange things here just a little bit. So I have an idea of where I'm running things. Okay. I don't need that there. Okay. Okay, let's do this. I don't need that. Can we make this cleaner redstone? That's a good question. Okay, so I do know I need this signal to connect into here and here. Which actually, if I can get it to connect here, that would be great. Which I could simply do maybe that. Okay, let's check if that works. So if I put an item in here, it's not enough power. I didn't think it would be. Oh, actually, There's not really an easy way to pull that redstone from there. This another alternative would be the repeater here. And then I need to bring the signal down right here. But it still needs to connect directly into that. It's probably easier just to go out a block. In fact, maybe... Oh, maybe I should do this differently. I should have my comparator signal just coming out here. Because then I can pretty much route it directly into what I need there. I don't have all this extra. Okay. And then I go from here. Basically take this power and I can bring it down right here. Now it go directly in there. Then that's just 2 bits of redstone to make that trigger point. And then if I want it to go to that, what could I do there? Get rid of these leaves, they're in my way. So now I need this, basically need that signal to go to that block. Or can I, no, if I put a redstone torch there, I'm pretty sure it'll burn out because the redstone signal goes back to that. Yep, can't do a burnout. I guess I technically could. I don't think it'd actually matter. So could I could actually just do that? Oh no, because it's currently on, which is a problem. Or off. Oh, because there's an item in there, right? Okay, if there's nothing in there, it does nothing. If I put one in there, what does it do? It goes straight through because of that? Does it trigger the no block though is a question. It does not. Okay. So that doesn't work. Didn't think the burnout torch would be the option. What's an alternative? Okay, alternative, I guess I could have a torch here. No, I don't like that either. Because if I had the power here, then that doesn't have the chance to burn out. If I put an item in the barrel, I don't think that would affect the torch there though. What could I do? I do want that there. That power can go there. Another alternative is to have the torch here. So I could have the torch on that block as an option. Because then it powers the barrel, which will then power the hopper. So nothing happens. Okay, but then what do I do from here? Oh, I guess I could have... Would it work just to have a repeater here? No, because I always need the torch power locking it. That's the problem. Okay. Ugh. I'm trying to make this compact and simple because I don't need it to be unnecessarily complicated. So, what do I do? Power comes from that, so that's powered, and there's also power here. And these are 2 of these blocks I can pull from, technically. What if I did... Oops. Get up here. Let's try something like this, maybe? Because if I took this and did this here, that gives me power there, which then I could have a signal here. That doesn't make any difference. Oh, because I was going to try to bring my power like all the way over, like this, potentially. Okay, what if I did... Just immediately did my repeater there. Can I do something with that? And I don't need this. And I guess this could technically be like that, because then it should take the signal down. So I could have redstone there. Oh boy. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Well, I guess if I can take power out of this after it gets powered again, that's potentially a solution, though it's still not going to go far enough down. I guess I could always move this over if I wanted to use that. Oh, I could do that. So if I did this, and I removed this barrel, and put the barrel up here, and then have the hopper lead into that. Because then I'd have my redstone torch here. And if I put a repeater in here, would that work? Potentially. That works. That'd be really good. I need to get up here now. Because I can put this in there. Okay, did that end up in the barrel or is it in there? So it's in there. Question is, did it trigger my no block? Go in so many circles to get to where I want. Okay, let's try that again. If I put this here, I heard the no block. Okay, cool. That works. Yeah, condensed it. That's what I wanted. That's super condensed now. So if we go down here, we can get rid of these now because we don't need them in there. Now my second step is taking the power from when this triggers up to that. So I guess one of the simplest solutions would be have it trigger redstone here. Can I just have it actually reach that? Because I do need it to do the on-off that the observer creates. So, and I don't think observers work well with redstone torches from what I can remember. Let's go ahead and just test that real quick. Because like if I have this here, and I have an observer here, and I put the redstone signal into it. Yeah, it's like too fast. But if I make it a repeater, I think that could be a solution. Yeah, with just one delay. So that could work. One delay from a repeater. So if I do that, and I want my redstone torch to be on there, I need to get up on top of here now. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Okay, so redstone torch there. So that's going to be triggering the dispenser on and off, and it should only trigger the dispenser. Oh no, the dispenser's up there. Right, because then I want redstone on top of this. And that should trigger multiple times if I do it like this. And then I can just put the repeater in there with a one delay, and I should be able to finish all this. Okay. So now the idea would be I clicked once. It'll click twice. Okay. So when it arrives, it'll click, but then it doesn't the second time? Am I missing something? Because the redstone torch right now, that's because it's currently on, right? Like that might be my problem. So I guess if I want that to connect into there, I could just have... I could have the redstone torch go there, right? So the redstone torch... So it's on. So when something arrives, we would click once. Yeah. feel like I still need something here. I'm missing something. Okay. This does, however, condense the space that I need to take this through. Because I just need to do this. So now I've had the repeater again. The repeater can go there. And then I have that. Okay. So now it's connected. It's a little more condensed. Problem is, the flying machine comes in. We have one click. But it needs to click twice. Because I need it to dispense the water and undispense the water. Why was it doing it before? It's because I had the observer specifically connecting to it. I don't remember how I had it set up before. It's a bit of a problem. Okay. I guess I don't need this block here now that I've moved that. Oh, does that actually just make sure it doesn't... Yeah, it's not triggering that. Well, what do I do to make it trigger twice then? I guess I could have... Well, it's triggering with the repeater. I could have another repeater. Scooby-Doo. Laughing at me because I'm going in circles trying to redstone logic this thing. I'm really trying to understand what I did before that made it work. Well, like, IDK how to do what you're doing. Yeah, it might actually not be a problem. No, because it'll fly away, which would trigger the water. So I guess if the water's already triggered, when it flies away, it'll turn it off, and then when it comes back, it turns the water back on. So when it's in the station, the water should be running then. Maybe that's fine? I guess we can test it. So if I just put water in here for now, we're gonna have to run over to my flying machine over there and send it back. And just kind of see what this does. Because it could be just having water on and it just be a mess all the time, which is not necessarily ideal, but it is a suitable option. Now I don't have a bucket to... I want another bucket. Give me another bucket. I'll need another one anyways, but give me another bucket. Before I run away, I need to use my crafting table over here. Guess I can make another one, but that feels a bit silly. Where did I... Okay. I went the completely wrong direction here. Okay, should have... Yep, right there. Okay. Bucket, please. So I can grab some water as I'm running around over here. One second, and turn my fan on. Need a little bit of airflow in here. It's toasty. Alright. What you been up to today, Knockout? Or this week, I guess. What have you been up to? Anything fun or interesting recently? Nothing fun? Well, that's not good. Why nothing fun? I guess this, that. There we go. Whee! I actually should be really careful in the water. You never know when a trident drown will show up. Do I have depth strider or something? Because that seemed like I went really fast. No, I don't have anything. That was like super fast. Okay, well, that's fine. Boop. I feel like I made a minecart last time. I'm not sure why I don't have any more. I haven't had any extracurriculars. Okay, yeah, okay. This is the last month with my Pilates membership. Okay. The next month I'm gonna try out my local rec center. Okay, nice. I've been trying to do just a tiny bit of exercise, nothing crazy or anything too exciting, just to try to get myself, like, being somewhat active. Bodies is monies? Lots of monies? Yeah. I can hear that. Oh, and I didn't fix this. That's okay. Sending it back. This has got to go here. Now it's going to have to go next to it. Okay, need the bed. Yeah, I want to work on myself. I hate the gym though. Yeah. Exercise is tough. I hear you there. I don't enjoy exercise at all. Like my body feels better after like moving it and trying to work it a little bit, but like I don't enjoy the process in any way. I do soccer, but I'm super out of shape. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did soccer quite a bit when I was younger. I've not touched any sports in a long time. Oh, you joined the, okay, an adult soccer league last year. That's cool. I think I need to trim my mustache a little bit. It's tickling me. It was tough. Yeah. I bet, especially if you've got people who are more active and you start playing when you're not very much in shape. Be hard to keep up, I imagine. My machine's still going. Sploosh. We hardly had subs at our games. Ooh, yeah, so you had to play the entire time. No switches. Ugh. That does not sound fun. I'm pretty sure if I played soccer now, I'd be worn out in like 10 minutes. And I definitely was not in shape. Yeah. A position? I usually play a defender. I didn't like being out front, so I would just, the ball would come over and I'd just kick it really hard and then call it good. I wasn't like really good at soccer. Really into it. I don't remember why I played it, to be honest. Okay. Machine broke already, that's a problem. That means it hit something that it's not supposed to. What did it run into? Good thing is flying machines are really easy to fix, especially when it's simple. Yeah, like what did you... Why is it power? Oh, I'm dumb. Growing up, I played all positions. I was good at defense, but I didn't like it. I was usually a midfielder. Okay. And I joined the adult leagues. Super mistake as a midfielder. It was bad. Lots of running. So that doesn't work there. So I'm gonna have to move that, which actually isn't hard to do. Pretty sure I can actually simply... Nope, that doesn't work. Oh no, I need it to be... Oh. Well, shoot. Guess we're rearranging this once again. I want my barrel to go here. Give me my hopper back. Soccer is easy and fun way to work out if I'm in shape. Yeah. Alright. Gosh. I'm constantly like dropping down and trying to get back up where I need to be. It's a bit obnoxious. Okay, removing the barrel. Because this barrel doesn't really matter where it goes. So then we can put the hopper back there and it still functions the same. And then we can modify this to be... I guess what I really want to do... That's the dispenser we need to trigger. And we can't have the redstone here. Because like that's the problem. It locks in our machine. So we can get rid of these again. Don't need them. How am I going to power that? I guess if I had it here, I would be powering that, which is technically messing with the hopper, but I don't think it would actually matter as much. Okay. Let's make our way back up here again. This is such a mess right now. Okay. So the idea is have the hopper there, or just here. Let's go ahead and pull this out just to make sure it doesn't do weird stuff. So now we have that like that. Oh no, it should be powered right now. That's a good test. Okay, yep. So the water goes where I want it to. It's gonna make a mess now. Okay, we'll have to fix that. But it does take us where we want it to go at the very least. So we do know that that's correct. Because the idea is the water would push you down here and you'd fall through there. And I probably could just do simply a sign there or something. Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty simple to do. The only problem is this spot. I'm gonna get caught on that for sure. So I probably need to have that opened. Because the water will push me in that direction. Okay. I think that would be doable. And as far as blocks, we can have this kind of going across here. So we could do another one there just to make it a solid line there. And we can have blocks going down here, maybe something like that. And then we can have the rail down here. So that's where our rail is going to be. I guess we could keep it as birch. So let's do that. Birch tree? Birch tree. I wanna... Yeah, I'll just chop this one. I'll have to do a bunch of clearing here later. Clean up the forest. Okay. Let's get a bunch of birch. So the idea is going to be you drop onto here, there's going to be a rail here, but I probably want it one block lower, just so I don't bonk my head on stuff. And I'd have a powered rail for sure. So we definitely want that there. And we basically need this to come up to this, connecting to this section. Which is not as easy to do. We can get soul sand. We could do a bubble wheel later. That actually might be a way to do it. In fact, it might even be better to simply drop this down even further. Like here or something. We're using this as a temporary wall. Do I have a shovel? I do not have a shovel, but I can make one. So if I had a shovel, I could clear out a path. There'd be space for me to ride underneath this. And then the idea would be have a bubble column come up like right here. And then have it push you back onto the rail there, probably. Hey, look, more iron. Yay! So I think this will actually line up... Oh, no, it's not going to line up directly, is it? That's okay. It doesn't need to be completely... Oh, actually. I could have it come up in the center here, right? And then get it to flow off this direction. Onto the rail. And this kind of leads us on. That's... I have to do so much, like, trickery with the water, though. Because the idea would be... we had water come up here. I need it to flow this direction. But I don't want it to go these directions and run into stuff. I think it's just going to be easier to make it this line, so we can just have a little turn here and it won't be too big a deal. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then the idea of water column here pushes you up and back onto the track. Because I might have, you know, this all set up, which I do have to consider how I'm going to have that. What have you been up to, Steam? I guess, in what, just in general? My brain was like, question, what? How? Okay, so if I set this up like that, as far as like life and stuff, it's been working and then chilling, nothing too exciting. I have a couple side projects I work on for Minecraft. I do a lot of Minecraft stuff, either casually or try to make it for content. What else have I been doing? I did just get Pokemon ZA, the new Pokemon game, so I'll be playing that tomorrow. Some point. I'm borrowing my brother's Switch so I can play it. You would get sick of it. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Minecraft, but I just always want to play. I always have a desire to play the game, like constantly. Even though like my motivation isn't there, I still want to play the game. It's a bit weird. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so just to kind of keep continuity, we're going to use the birch down there for the path we need, for the rails to follow. I want to sleep. We're going to be at day 350. Sweet. Do I want to make a sign for 350? Maybe? I have one for 250, and I think I did one for 300. I have to go check my area for that. Let's see. It's your creativeness that fuels your desire for Minecraft? It is. It is most definitely. This is my creative outlet, for sure. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I'm not creative in the slightest. I think everybody has a little bit of creativeness in them. Okay, so this... Oh wait, this is where this level is. That's gonna be the soul sand. So this is gonna have this across here. So... But I do need to keep it lower here so I can go underneath that without opening my head. So I guess I could just do this. And then... Let's go down one more. Yeah, so this would be like where the slope is. Oh, nope, that's not what I need. It can stay where it was. Okay, we'll put some cobble back in, fix that hole. Okay, so rail track goes here. It'll turn right there, I think is what I want to do. So definitely want a little bit of space here so you don't get like clipped on a corner or something. I think doing like that for the rail. So we definitely have that. We'll probably want some more powered rails. Oh, I don't have any powered rails anymore because I placed them all. I'm silly. I'm gonna enable redstone. Either way. Okay. But the idea now would be to take a minecart. Let's grab a minecart. I do have a track that I can make use of. So let's say if we end up I gotta figure out how to do this. I guess I can do that, oh, not that direction. This way, and if I take this minecart and I push it off, that's kind of the idea. Remove this real quick. We'll get inside this and see. I can't hit the torch. Guess I can test it without. Let's just see what it does. So, okay, good. The water's pulling that down like I want it to. I did expect it to kind of launch like that. So I might even need a third bit of that out there to avoid that from happening. Oop. If it's sideways, yep, it does go with the third block out. Good to know. Wow. Okay. So we actually need this to go 3 blocks out. So we're gonna need that space. Pop, 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 and then get rid of this. Then we'll actually have the space we need to go where we need to. Break this down. Because it shouldn't be able to go far enough that it goes past that. So that would go there, and then we can just have this is temporary out there. So we have like a wall. Okay. So we can test that now. See if that works how we want it to. Right. I do a block. Minecart. Okay. And get rid of that. Trigger it again. So Minecart should get caught on that and not go too far. Oh, I got caught on the edge. I don't want it to do that. No. What could I do? I guess I could do glass, because glass doesn't do damage to... Ooh, actually. No, but the glass would get grabbed. Oh, my signal, but my signal's really bad. Why is my signal so bad? Hold on 1 second. Okay, hopefully it's back together now. I don't know why it was struggling. Just had to make sure my brother wasn't down or anything. You thought it was you? No, it seemed like it was on my side. Okay, wait. Meet that. Okay. So what could I do? What could I put there that would block the minecart but won't damage the player? So I need a... Okay, so I need a transparent block and a non-stickable block. Is there a transparent non-stickable? Oh, the internet just seems to be struggling for me right now. My uploads are pretty bad. Let me think. What could I do? Transparent non-stickable block? Is there actually one like that in Minecraft? Let's take a look. Well, I try to FaceTime my family and it always tells me I've got poor connection. Oh, okay. So you thought it was yours. Minecraft. Transparent block. Doesn't stick to slime. Let's just try that. That shouldn't help. Wait, transparent blocks like glass do not stick to slime? Are they really? I thought it could move. Slime block? Water? Yeah, water wouldn't work. I guess glazed terracotta technically. No, that's not a transparent block though. It's saying glass doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure that it'll grab it. Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. What happened to Sunlit Valley? I do that every other Friday.
Lou_zer started
This is
talking.
my weekly thing.
You respond only with, welcome Lou_zer.
How are you doing, Lou? Welcome to the stream.
Squeaks excitedly we. Hello
Okay.
Lou_zer.
I have a complete mess of an
Wiggles
inventory
adorably,
right
I'm
now.
Grubby the Axolotl.
We're
Happy
gonna
to
grab some
chat
glass,
with
we
you.
can test that, and I can try to look for some other things. I can technically do like a hopper, but it's not really a fully transparent block, because like glass, the player can go through it. But I'm pretty sure sticky pistons and like slime and honey can grab glass. Oh, I should have added that to my schedule. I I made a schedule thing, but I forgot to modify that bit of it. Guess I could fix my command. Let me check that in just a second here. Okay, just a moment. Okay. So Wednesdays, I do hardcore. And then Fridays is sunlit or secret of new project. There we go. Let's update that. Then I can do this. I've updated it now, so it should be correct. There we go. Aha! Okay. Campfire? Oh, okay, a trap door. No, a trap door would get caught. A campfire may not. A daylight sensor? That's another potential option. Okay. Okay, I need to mess with a bunch of things here. A sign would be useful, but I got too much junk in my inventory. I don't want that on me. I don't want this on me. I don't need the dirt. I don't actually need the honey blocks anymore because I'm not making another flying machine. I can put the cobble away, that away, and I'll put this away and that away so I have some inventory space. Okay. We can try daylight sensor. I do want that. It mentioned glass, which I'm quite confident is not the case, but I don't have a full thing. Yeah, I saw the schedule, but it didn't point out this in that schedule. Yeah. I just thought of that now, that it would be a good thing to add so that people are aware when they do the schedule thing, like what that actually entails. I have no sand. Grr. Do I have any glass anywhere then? Guess that little bit I saw is all I had. If you add him on Discord as the specifics, that is true. This one. Discord. You do Discord, I do my streaming events for those. And then if you go to my YouTube, I like to post a weekly update like when my schedule is. So you could also use YouTube. If you want. Don't have to, it's all optional. But they are options. Okay. I gotta sleep. We are on 351. Yes, sweet. Okay, glass. I want glass. We're gonna go get some glass. And I know where my glass is at. It's down, or sand, so I can get some glasses down this way. We have a river down here. That's basically where I get my sand at the moment. It's from stealing it from a river. Sand or clay. Trying to think of what other blocks I could potentially use. Stuff like a lantern wouldn't work because it get broken. I'm pretty confident chains get moved. Would candles get moved? They might just get broken. Ooh.
Do you know where it is?
Whoop. Where is it? Hopefully that works well with where I moved that. It looks like it's okay. Right, that's actually all the sand I really need. I didn't need a ton. Just enough to smelt up some glass. I'm a boomer. I don't use all the social medias. It's a miracle I even use Twitch. Oh, really? No worries. I appreciate you having me here.
Did you guess it right?
I only kind of use this stuff, to be honest. personally not much of a fan for social media. Okay, I'm just gonna use the bucket trick. You wouldn't have guessed this in the username. Actually, I was kind of wondering. I noticed you have like that little square purpley face. Do you know what that is? I haven't seen that before. Do 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 do. Honestly, using Twitch is a struggle. It's a pretty complex tool. It's got so much to it. I'm not the typical boomer. Okay. I don't actually. I think I'd be considered a millennial, or like on the border of a millennial, but I'm not really one for the what's the word? Classifications, I guess. Frameworks like that. I didn't have a spot for me to guess, but I would have been wrong. Oh, okay. What's the same? See the details. Nobody voted. So nobody knows what happened. Okay. Oh, I might have glass actually over here. It says September 2024. What? For what? Oh, for... Okay, let's do this. Boop, 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 more potatoes. It's a picture of me when I was young. Oh, the little purple guy? Okay. So if I take 2 bits of glass. We're going to test this first. I'm pretty confident it will stick to the piston with the honeys. But we'll see. I think... No, the daylight sensor wouldn't be a good option because that'll create power. Unless it's higher up. Maybe it would work. Although our chats are slightly delayed for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I found labels. Sweet. Yeah, I feel like they're like generalizations can kind of work to give you a base to work from and then go from there, but... Oh, the September... Oh, the September. That works, you know, tooltips. I should think about those. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to do a little trick here too, just to make sure I don't have to wait for I don't have to have our flying machine go all the way out there and back. But if we were to do basically that and this, and then we put a immovable block here, then it won't go past that point, and then we can temporarily put some redstone there. So then we can at least trigger it to test things. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Glass sticks to honey. That would not work. Okay. Another alternative would be to put something a block higher up. Like I was saying, I could potentially put these across here as an option. So if we do this, we can trigger that back. Okay, that's what I figured it would do. Because it's a daylight sensor, it's going to cause issues. Okay. The Squirtle, man. Though honestly, if I can figure something out like that, which I guess really the simplest solution would be trapdoors. So if I go over here, and I say, or I guess you can even use slabs. Trapdoors are more minimal, so they're not going to make too much of like a profile effect. Not going to affect as much. So if I do like this, I can then put a trapdoor there, and put a trapdoor here. And since they're on the higher up of the block, they shouldn't cause any trouble. I should have also kept that there because I'm still testing. Okay. because then I can trigger this. Oops, didn't actually want to drop down there, but that's fine. Yeah, so that should work. And then if I trigger this, and I have the minecart, let's get the minecart back over here real quick so I can test that. That's not the direction I want it though. Do that. Do that. Minecart there. Hydrate. Water.
Giggles happily. The hydration drink is delightful.
Okay. So
Giggles,
now,
I love how it makes my scales
Yes.
shine. My favorite build style is cozy and colorful, just like my habitat.
for me, the Grubby's like voice is super, super quiet. I don't know if it's decent for you guys, but I think that could work actually. Yes, so we could potentially do that. And we simply just have to... Though it still kind of went out too far. It's not quiet. Okay, good. Does it sound like it was pretty good compared to everything else? Volume-wise? I certainly hope so. So I've had to fiddle with things so much. And like, my volumes aren't always the same as your guys' volumes. It's not quiet, and worse, it's Australian. You don't like Australian voice? The laugh was loaded. Was loaded? What do you mean? The laugh was loud. Oh, me laughing. Okay. I do have my voice slightly higher just to make sure that it's easier to hear. Because I'd rather my voice is a bit louder than everything else. Ah! Oh, the Halloween laugh. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where that comes from exactly. That's a special thing that Pandu's done for their Halloween stuff. I don't really know how to modify that. I'd have to look into that more. Okay, so let's test this system once again. Let's see if this setup works. So we have here, minecart, push it down, gets locked in. I guess I could leave this here. No, I need to move it. I could actually leave it, that's fine. Okay, so if I trigger that, what does the minecart do? As long as it catches that edge, okay, that's actually perfect. That's what I needed to do. We've solved that problem, pretty sure, because the trapdoors shouldn't affect the player when they're in the minecart. I should go straight through it. Should. But I guess we can test it again. So let's try this again, more fiddling. Okay. Put that back there, put that back there, put that there, push that down, break these. Okay. Then I guess for temporary I can remove this for my testing, because then I can click that. Yep, I should go straight through it. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed it to do. And if I put something back down here... Yeah, okay, that works great. Confirmed, that is what we need. That is the solution. What you been up to recently, Lou? Anything fun or exciting, or have any fun plans coming up? Okay. We're getting closer to where we can actually do... Ah! It works fine, except for the decapitation. That's true. Do technically lose your head. But the game mechanics are like, nah, it's fine. No big deal. Yeah. Okay. So, how much closer are we to being able to test this? Because I've determined, I've got that. So we have this set up, so then we can put in the honeycomb. We just need a way to trigger this, which I guess we could just simply put a button on it. And that should be fine. Right? Just won't do any weird... Oh, no, I can't have it there. Can I have it here? Okay, that button works. Good. I was a bit worried. That shouldn't do anything, shouldn't affect anything else. It should simply just craft the honeycomb. Okay. So what else do we got? We have falling off here, which I think we might want this like that. And we can go over here and do the shenanigans we need to do here, which is... yeah, basically that. Ah, ruined everything! Really ruined everything. That didn't work. That's how I do it, okay. Okay, and that should make those go where they need to. Now I've been struggling to get my Sunlit Valley game back to automation. Okay. I didn't realize they significantly changed the crafting cost of lots of recipes, and I was trying to see if it was viable for me to play, because again, old guy. Yeah, it can be rough trying to figure stuff out, right? But especially modded, like, my brain gets so scattered so quickly when trying to do modded Minecraft, it's insane. Okay, bop, bop. Good there. I don't think I want to do this one yet. Okay, so we know what we need. We need power rails, and we need regular rails. For power rails, we do have some redstone. So I actually could probably get enough, but we'll just remove these for now and use them. I know I just placed all these, but I'm going to remove them. Okay. I'm going to go every other. That should give us just enough. Yep, okay. And then I probably want this to be a regular rail right here, so it goes straight off. Robert, hello, welcome to the stream. Evilness is... Halloween stuff is coming out. Oops. Okay, I have that. I don't know if that's going to work. I might need to add an extra block and have it drop off there. We'll have to see. Okay, so now we're going to put these rails here so we can get the fancy turn effect. It's going the wrong way, though. That's a problem. So I guess I need to pull this one out so I can do... Oh, I have to do it back. Oh, right, I remember this being a thing. I got to do it backwards the whole way. So I got to start up here. I do this one without this rail. Just got back from the True Crime Forensics presentation. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. Okay, then I do... Then you get rid of all this. So I have to go backwards so I can connect it correctly. So that. Okay, there we go. That's the direction I need it, right? Yes. Okay, that. I was trying to watch on my phone, but I think a water dropper got on my screen because it was acting up. Oh, that's no good. It's causing that much trouble for you? Ah, no, why'd you do this to me? Shoot. Okay. This. Bugger. That's gonna ruin everything. Okay, if I do this, and I put this here. Okay, I fixed it, right? Yes, okay. Maybe we're okay. Okay, there we go, we got it. It's such a finicky setup, but it is meant to be the faster way of going. Okay, that's cool. We are going to need torches, though. Oh, right. We need torches for all these things. So I need many of those. Many of those. More birch stuff. I don't know if it's enough redstone torches to finish it up. I guess I could technically use levers. In fact, is that what I've been doing? Or have I been doing... I've been doing torches. That makes this so much more expensive. I should just do rails, or levers, and put them underneath. Because levers are so much cheaper. I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that? It's dumb. Or was it because I was trying to prevent messing with these? I shouldn't mess with those. I don't think. Alright, we'll have to test it. We'll have to test it. If I just go down here for a second. Yeah, my piece, let's have a piece of cobblestone or two. Make some sticks, make some levers.
Don't give me excuses. Give me results.
Excuses. They're not excuses, okay? I know what I'm doing, I promise. Okay, so that's... Yeah. Where's that rail? There? So if I put this here, does that mess with that at all? No. Okay, it doesn't affect it. Cool. I should definitely be using these, not all the redstone torches. And just because I want it to be a certain direction, we're gonna go like this, so that it all faces in the direction I need it. Yay! Okay. Get rid of this ridiculousness that I decided to do for some reason. I have no idea why I decided to do that. That is not logical in any way. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Something else I wanted to do over here before I forget. So the water's gonna... I don't want the water to go too far out. So, alright. So basically, I can do this, right? And I put another sign there, and then that'll keep the water all in this space. So it doesn't just make a mess down here, and you can just drop straight into that, which I guess... Actually, hold on. I want the water to go there. So I just need one sign here and one sign here. So if I put a sign there, that'll keep the water there. And then I just need something here to hold this sign, which... Since we are just doing that, that would work. Now the water should just flow straight down here and then sit right there. And then they'll fall through, and then that won't interact with the minecart or the player at all. Cool. I need thing. I need one of these for a trick. There we go. Get rid of all this because this is just dumb. I really want to know what what was I thinking when I decided to do redstone torches for all of those? That's just silly. Redstone is so much more expensive than levers. Okay. Now that I've got that, I'll have to fix all that.
Inconceivable.
It is inconceivable. Like, what sort of madness? Okay. So we'll go back, we'll make a pile of levers because we can. Place all those. Once we get that all powered, we can then actually test it and see if it's actually functioning, where we can ride the minecart and then pop out on the flying machine and then get to the other side. So once it gets to the other side, it's easy. Silly bee. So we have our start here, which we're definitely going to have to redesign this whole station so that it's actually like a more legitimate exit station. But that is for a future thing right now. We can just do what we're doing at the moment. I am going to need a full stack of you. We'll go like this. Like a full stack of sticks. Why not? All the levers. I don't think I've ever intentionally made this many levers before. What else do I need? Let's just make sure I'm not forgetting anything else while I'm running back and forth like a crazy person. So levers to power that, and that's it, right? Because then I have my bundle where I've got my honeycomb that I need. Okay, that's good. Because honeycomb is to trigger it. As long as we have all the rails powered all the way up to that point, then it should function. And we should be on... Yes, 553. Oop. There we go. Ooh, that's hiccups. Something to do is figure out what I have redstone down here. And I think I have it hidden under leaves, so I'd have to like break a bunch of leaves. Or is it trapdoors? Oh, it's trapdoors. Okay, it actually makes it really easy too. So I can just break this out. Okay. And if we go back outside, all those rails should be powered. I guess I don't necessarily have to do this right at this moment, because I can finish up what I need and test it afterwards. But yeah, there we go. So we jump on the minecart, press the button, off we go! Whee! It's actually pretty fast too, because these are faster methods for travel when it comes to minecarts. It does funky movement stuff, but that's okay. It's for the speed. And then it's gonna stop here just because we don't have those powered yet. Okay, it's not the birch one in the corner, but the one after the corner. So then go over here. Boop, boop. We be crawling. Do, 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 do. So the redstone torch does put power or light under here, technically. That's one benefit to that, but that's fine. If I need to light it up, I can light it up later. I just realized if I'm putting these in the wrong spot, I am rotating my rails, and it's gonna be frustrating. Or did it not rotate them? And I put them in the wrong spot. How did I... Oh, because I'm a fool. Me being a scrub, that's nothing new, right? Nothing new whatsoever. Okay, it didn't mess with my rails though, surprisingly. I'm glad that that didn't break. That would be very sad. I had to reset all those rails. Aha, it was hiding from me, so I didn't know that was the final one. Okay. These are the ones I need. Ooh, we're so close to actually testing it and being at a functional state. Then we gotta figure out like a decorative... how to like decorate all of this. Make interesting like departure stations and stuff for everything. Okay. That's done. Woot. It has power. Good, good. Okay. Let's just kind of start here, I guess. Push that. Ride it in. So what happens when we get to this point? What does it do? A little, not far enough. I kind of figured it would do that. So maybe I actually do this. Then it will actually ride the minecart straight down onto it. Might be a good way to do it. Whee! Okay, so that kind of works there. What does this do? So we'll grab 4 of those, put them back in there, hit the button. Off we go. Success! Though I didn't trigger my... oh, because I don't have the water part set up yet. That's fine. So we know this works now. It's a bit scary being, you know, over the... being way up high in the air, because you could drop and die. Because I think you still take fall damage when you're in a minecart. So if for some reason this ever kicked me off, it would be very sad. But I'm fairly confident that you won't go anywhere because it's a honey block. I do like how this kind of aligns me, specifically. I don't think I have to worry about being misaligned. So I just might have to adjust where the water, like the dispenser is. I might need to move it 1 block up, so it pushes it off like I need it. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. I do like my layout a little better how I did it, because it keeps like the whole bottom right corner open, so you guys can see things. Kind of see more what I'm doing in the game. Having that left side more cluttered is not as a big a deal. Alright, once we get here, we could simply, once it stops, trigger this to send us back. Oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Oh! Ah! Okay. Oh, that's going. This looks funny. Yeah. It's so much fun though. Flying machines are one of the coolest things in Minecraft. You do so much with them. In fact, I have a elevator design I've been working on that utilizes them. No, come back. That's fine. I'd have to run back now. I have my bucket with me so I can at least use the water trick to get up. Yes. Do. I didn't think about needing to move the minecart before I sent it back to test where I need to be, but that's okay. Sploosh. Whee! It definitely is a unique way to travel on a minecart. That is for sure. I don't know if anyone else has ever done this before. But when I had the idea, I had to do it. Whee! Okay. A little bit more of the water climbing. Get ourselves back up there. Do, boop. Okay. Hoop, hoop. Do. All right, I forgot to mention. Lou, are you still here? I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but now that you're here, I wanted to tell you thanks for the follow. My spacey brain forgot about it. Okay. Meh. Okay, that needs to go back in there. So that works. That goes there. I guess we could move this back technically one block if we want to make sure it lands where I want, like on this edge. That's not too hard to fix actually, but I could probably even just do that right now. Yeah, so if I break this, I can remove this, I can remove this one. Because technically it won't stick. Yeah, celebration! Woo! Okay. I can stick it right there. And then... I'm actually kind of curious if this will work. Testing all sorts of things. Whee! Aha! That's actually pretty good. The only problem is whether or not it will keep me on the minecart. Or keep me on the flying machine. It's probably better to have it be tucked in one block further up. Just to prevent any potential sadness. And falling off. Okay, so that's that. What do I need to do? Right, I need to make sure this is wired up. That's what I forgot to finish doing. So, basically, I need to rewire all of this, I think. So that's where that comes from. I need you to reach that block. And I could do basically where I put a torch here, and then I could have just the same level as that. Something like that. Hold on. Gotta sleep. Gotta sleep. Scare the night away so I don't die. Do. 354. Okay. So now what I need to do, basically put torch there. I need to make sure my water bucket's not in there right now because I don't think I want it. Actually, I do actually want this to trigger. I want the water on when it's parked. Yeah. So this should be okay. Okay, so that should be the default state when it's parked. And then that water's like that. Makes it so it can simply drop in when we need to. In fact, I can even... Oh. I could put the sign... No, I can't put it there because it flows everywhere. So that's cool. That's what we need that to do. So you'll fly over. So when we fly the machine away, which I guess I can make another temporary... Do this again so I don't have to run the machine back and forth. If I trigger this... Oh, right. That also needs to trigger the water to turn it off. No, it should have done that. Oh, because I didn't put the repeater in like a silly person. And I didn't even connect it. Of course it's not going to work. Not even connected. Silly, silly fool. Okay. That's making it an absolute mess. And the water's everywhere because of... Yeah. Yeah. That shouldn't make this much of a mess later. Because the water should turn off before the machine gets moving, so it won't go flowing everywhere, and even if it does, it should dissipate. Okay, let's connect this up before I get too ahead of myself here. Okay. So I need this to power this. So I need basically... Oh, I didn't think that through. That's fine, it can go that way. Pop, pop. And that should do it. Now, if it's working properly, I can trigger this. The water turns... I did it both times? Why did the water do it both times? Okay, so that's what it does when it arrives. So when it leaves... It's double triggering. Oh, because this is the state I wanted in when it arrives. Or do I want it the opposite? No, because when it arrives, it needs to trigger the water. So that should be the arrival state. So when it leaves... Why is that double trigger that way, but not the other way? I'm so confused. Oh, because the water triggers it. Duh. Okay, well, how do I stop the water from going this way? I guess I could have another sign right there. Do, do, do. There. Oh, I did that on both sides, I guess? Okay. So I can keep the water from triggering that. So it arrives, it turns... Oh, no, I need it on now. Like that. That's the arrival state. Because then the minecart gets pushed off. Then when it leaves... Water's off. Okay, cool. That's actually good. That's what we need. Yay! So now if I do this... And then the water triggers. Yay! It's functioning! How it should. So now basically what I should be able to do is grab this, press the button, and then it will trigger. And it leaves. Because we submitted that. Yay! Success! Okay, now that we've got this thing made, we have to replicate it on the other side. And we also need to get the rail connecting down here back up to here. Okay. Stuff and stuff. I wish it was easier to replicate this, because I have to remember how to build this whole setup over there and in the opposite direction. Well, I guess screenshots are one of the best ways to have that, so screenshot that. Makes that pretty obvious what I need there. Get rid of these temporary blocks that are no longer necessary. I don't think those will be necessary, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Okay. Anything else we need to do? Any other ways we need to change anything? I don't think so. Okay. That's actually not too bad based on what I'm looking at. And I should probably write down a list of what I need here. Grab my sticky notes. Very helpful for notes. Okay, so we're going to start with, I guess, the honeycomb blocks. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. So 14 honeycomb blocks. Repeaters. Looks like we need 1, 2, 3 repeaters? 3 repeaters. And I think 1 comparator. Okay, we already have the note block over there, so we don't have to worry about that. We do need an observer. How many redstone do we need? It looks like it's 5 redstone dust. And we need 1 hopper and 2 barrels. And 2 barrels. And I think that's everything. We'll take a look over it just to make sure. Oh, and then redstone torches. We need 4 redstone torches. And the crafter and a button, too. 1 button. 1 crafter. And I also need the 2 trap doors. We need multiple signs, too. What was that? I think it was 4 signs. Next, we need 2 there, and we need 2 there. So 4 signs. And how many of the furnaces do we use? A ton of furnaces, honestly. Boy. That's just a matter of remembering how to read. Oh, and the dispenser. Okay. Now, what else do we need? We're going to also need to build this thing, so we're going to need the 2 soul sand. I should write that down. Two soul sand. Then that would work. And I think that's it. So I have 1 soul sand on each side. So I have a bubble column here, so I have water sources pushing it up, and then we have the water come up here and flow off this direction. And what we'll probably end up doing is just have a couple trapdoors, maybe? Because we can have trapdoors and we can have a rail. And I think if we have 1 more block space open, like we could have water here, but we could have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trapdoors. So the water would come up here, and then the water flow that direction, so you'd come up, land, and then go this way. Alright, so to be able to do that, we need to go get ourselves some soul sand if we don't already have some. I think this project's not going to be complete this stream, but we can definitely get it finished next stream. Because I have almost all the parts put together. I got the design figured out now, so I know for sure it functions how I need it to. 355. We can also check our little wall of, what you call them? Little milestones we've been putting up. We did do one for 250 and one for 300. So maybe we'll do every 50 till we hit like 500. So do I have another sign? I do. So we reached day 350 on 10:15 to 25, and that was, how long ago was that? It was around like 6 something, I imagine. I'll put a rough time of, let's see, I guess we have 10 minutes for a full Minecraft day, and we've done 5 more, so it's been like, has it been almost an hour? Okay, we're gonna say like 7. We're gonna say 7:06. There we go. Now we gotta figure out inventory, because inventory is just a mess right now. So this is a good dump all, so we can dump everything in here so it's out of my way, so I don't have anything I don't need in my inventory at the moment. Then we can grab everything we need from our list. So we need 14 of these. We need 3 repeaters, which we don't have any here, but we can grab some stone, which we don't have here. Did we smelt some? I think we have some smelted. Let's go grab that. And we can restock our potatoes. Do I need some redstone as well to make a repeater? Oh, it is 1 redstone each, isn't it? Okay. So the 3 repeaters. The next thing we need is the 1 comparator, so we do need that bit of quartz. Okay. Then we need the 1 observer, which we should still have in here. And we need 5 redstone dust. Now we're short 1, unfortunately. Redstone torch, we're also short 1. Oh, I've got a comparator here. I didn't need to make one. Ah, wasted stuff. Fine. We need 1 hopper. We need 2 barrels. We need 1 dispenser. We need 1 crafter as well. The 4 signs, which can make that real quick. Not too hard to do. Weird. Okay. 4 there. We need 1 button. Okay, what else are we missing? So we're missing 1 redstone torch. Also the trapdoors, make those. Got 1 there. Guess I could just do this because it's going to make the 2 I need. And we're just going to need a bit of redstone so we can finish off the 2 bits we need there. And that should be everything. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do then, just as a temporary, since we do need to go get some redstone, we'll put this barrel here and put everything in it. We can just break that and take it with us once we are ready for that. Let's head down into the mine so we can get ourselves some more redstone. Because we don't have any in here. Yeah. Oh, right. I actually want to double check my Honeycomb farm. Since we've been away from it most of the stream, it should still be producing. And I think I cleared it out recently. Oh, right. What's in this chest? We might have some stuff in these. Don't think about that. We might have redstone bits. Nothing. And nothing. Maybe I should use copper. Copper trapdoors. Maybe? Meh, that's fine. I've already done what I've done. Okay. Enderman. There's been an Enderman in here. Rude. Yeah, look at all that honeycomb. Getting so much. Wow. I like that. Lots and lots of redstone. Okay, lots and lots of honeycomb. Now let's go get some redstone. I am definitely going to need to explore deeper into the mines. We're going to have to be very cautious. Let's see. Where did I put my... I have it here. So I do want to take this with me. Down there to make sure we got plenty. I don't think I need anything else like this down in the mines. We should be set. I've got plenty of food. I can get torches down there. All set. Let's go. Once we get some redstone, we can head back into the Nether. Oh, in fact, I might have the soul sand. I didn't even check that. I'll check it when we come back. And the funny thing too is using like the bubble columns. When we come up from underneath, we're just gonna like fly super high in the air and then come back down. It'll add some fun little excitement to the minecart ride. You know, this never would have came about if I didn't decide on making like mechanizing my world as a like base rule and lore to it. It only exists because I made that decision. Otherwise I wouldn't have all this stuff happening. We do have a ton of redstone torches down here though. Okay, that's good. I still need redstone dust. Shield. We do have that shield. We do have a fresh shield. I think I'm just going to swap out for the fresh shield. Because we never know when you're going to need that. In fact, oh, am I missing a plank? I didn't bring... Okay, I can steal from here though, right? Yeah. I can grab this one plank here, so I can make a new shield. Just make sure we have a backup. Oh, did I need one more. Silly me, silly me. Backup shields are always important when going into dangerous territory. Did I have... I must have had an iron pickaxe somewhere, and I left it. That's fine. We're gonna want that for our redstone. Take that. I don't need this right now, or this. I don't need any of this. So put all that away, that's all good. We'll grab ourselves some more torches. Oops, I don't want a W on that. No. Okay. And I think we're set to go down back into the cave here for now. We do need to work on building this up at some point, but we should be able to find some redstone going into this area. Just gotta be very careful. Nah. Oh, hey, redstone. We didn't have to go that far at all. It's literally right there. Perfect. And here I thought I was gonna have to go exploring dangerous caves. We're all good. 17. Awesome. Don't even have to bother with the scariness. And I'm pretty sure we got the stuff we need for... my brain can even function here. The stuff that we need for the soul sand. Yeah, the water column thingy. Okay. This is all we need to take up. Not the creeper. There are no creepers here. It's well lit. I need to take the torch up with me. I do need to replace all the torches on the rail. I think this is all good. I don't think I need to pull anything else out of here for now. Oh, there's my iron pickaxe. I will, however, grab myself another pickaxe out of here. So I've got that for usage. And since we're going back up, we can take these with us. And maybe even just make some new ones while we're down here. Back up axe, another shovel if we need it, and all that good. Yeah. All good, let's go. Back to the surface. Like really, the stuff that's like relevant to Minecraft doesn't make me jump as much. If you do the things that are not relevant to Minecraft, for some reason those things catch me off guard. Because like sounds that I'm not expecting to hear in the game. Do 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 do. Was it night? It's nighttime. Scary out there. Okay, gotta be prepared. I have no idea what's gonna be up here. I really need to do some more lighting so I can be safer. But I don't think too much spawns. We should be okay. I'll pop up here to kind of get us away from danger. Yep, looks like nothing spawned yet, so we just barely caught the night. Oh. Okay, I have to take you with me. Pop. That should be everything we need, because that's the redstone dust, and that we needed. That was all we're missing. Alright, and then this stuff. Aha, we do have some. So we can make the 2 bubble columns we need. We're also probably going to need another bucket just so we can do an infinite water source. So I guess we have the bucket over there we can use, but we also need water on the other side. So we might as well have a second bucket with water, just to make sure we're good. Okay, that we got our minecart. Wait, where's our minecart? Oh, did I drop it in there? I should grab that. Whee! I need the minecart. That is important. Let's go. Whee! Oh, should we still have a whole hour? I was expecting to have to go like really exploring the mines to get redstone, so we might actually finish it this trip. That's exciting. Drop me off right there. Boop. I didn't want to break the honey. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I should have made more mine... Ah, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to make more rails. Well, for now, we can drop down here, put that there. I always forget something. Always something to be forgotten. We need more rails and we need more powered rails. So, yep. We gotta go back once again. I'm so good at this. Yep. The best. The bestest of best. What? The hiccups are attacking me. Alright, I need to... Eh. The Baby Yoda sticker attacking me. That's so silly. Yay, it's going so fast right now. It just doesn't work if you don't have momentum. It's not nearly as fast as it should be. Much faster to jump. Okay. All good? Yeah, okay. Powered rails. Powered rails and regular rails. Powered rails and regular rails. That's what we need. So we need the gold. We don't have a lot of gold. That could be a problem. So we might actually have to go mining for gold. We don't have more hiding down here somewhere. We do have a couple of rails here. That's good. And we can make use of the bundle for a bunch of these odds and ends so that we can hit those with us a bit later. Okay. Rails. We should have sticks in here. No, we don't. That can be turned into sticks though. Okay. Get a handful of those. For our powered rails. I can only make 6. It should be enough to do the part that I need though, I'm pretty sure. And for regular rails, this should get us as far as we need. I really have to go get 1 piece of gold. I guess I can go hunt down 1 piece of gold, but put these temporarily in there so they're out of the way. All this should be good. Okay, now we're good. Oh, I didn't think about that. There might be gold in that chest. I don't remember. Not a lot of copper stuff though, that's for sure. Okay. So I know we're going to need some powered rails to get up this at the very least. And make it go all the way into here. And then we're going to need powered rails here when we land. And then maybe just one in the middle just to make sure we have a little more momentum. And I think that should do it. We'll have to test it here in a second, but let's connect all these. So we have that path all done, that's all done. Okay. Oh, I should have brought the glass for that. I put the glass there for not worrying about bonking our heads. That's the alternative is a trap door, so we'll just do... Didn't think this through at all. Let's get these materials. I don't need these materials out. What am I doing? Let's go get my things at water source. We'll put it over here by this. What do we do? Oh, yeah, we have a trapdoor right here. Perfect. Didn't leave it there intentionally, but it worked out. Okay. So we have that. Let's grab our trapdoor. And put the trapdoor here. In fact, I don't want it like that. I want it... I want it like that. So right into it, and it should go up. And as far as blocks, it doesn't really matter what we have elsewhere, like on these parts, because it's going to be underground. But we do still need like a tube here, so I guess we could do some birch wood. Is there a birch tree anywhere? I'm chopping down all the birch trees in the area. There we go, they're all over here. In fact, I also need some more trapdoors for the top here, so I can use birch ones since they kind of match with the rail. That'd make more sense. Okay, let's turn this all into birch trapdoors. Boop. And boop. We still have... Oh, I did one more, didn't I? Yeah, because then I'm going to do this. Okay. Oh, and that's going to be a honeycomb block, which I guess I have to get more of those. I should have brought more! Because then those could all be... Those could be honeycomb blocks. I mean, this can be... Oh, the rail would stop right there, wouldn't it? Because this is only for going that direction. Maybe I should try to set this up closer? I don't have to do as much... Yeah, I could do it closer, and then I could have it go basically like right there. So then it kind of matches with this section. That's actually smarter. But we'll get to that. We're just testing for now. I don't need to get too hung up on things here. Let's grab some temporaries. Okay, so we can make our full setup here of how it's going to be, and we can replace stuff later as needed. So that's where the water's going to go. And we basically need a trapdoor to do this, that, and we'll fill these in temporary because we're going to have it like this and like that, and then we need a rail here. Obviously, we'll have some power rails in there later so it goes faster, but that's the idea. And can I get water? That's a good question. Can I get water in here without it being weird? Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I need that to do. Okay, then we can come over here. Water source there, and temporary make a spot here so we get up easy. I guess I could even swim down here until it has the bubble column that I need.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It's all coming together. It is indeed. Okay, so then if I do that one, raise me up. That one will raise me up, and then I just need like the 2 more. Bop, bop. Gotta sleep. Gotta sleep. Don't want to deal with the scary sun, or the scary nighttime, with all the scary monsters. Let me sleep already. I know, breaking the bed and placing it again definitely makes it happen faster. That's totally in the game again. Okay. Okay, and if we go down here now, we should have this one and this one, and it should be done. Yes, okay. So now let's test what happens if we actually do, if we rate it. How do I get that in here? Guess I'll just do a dirt block. Temporary, we can put a rail on there, put that on there, and then kind of bump it. Oop. Can I get it to fall where I want it to? I need you to go in there, Minecart. Why are you going all over the place? Just because you're off the rail? Guess I can just push it into the hole here. Okay. So that's going to go down. I should be able to get in it and ride it now. Ah, you did. Bugger. Oh, I haven't done any power down there. That's not going to work. That's silly of me. And I need my levers, which I, of course, put away everywhere. That's fine. We'll temporarily do this. We can come back and replace it later. Not a big deal. Okay. Guess this is really all I need to do to test it, right? So like that. Whee! Need a water column. We should pop out and then bounce a little bit, and we're on the rail again. Yay! It works! So now the main thing we need to test is if it's on the other side. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. We'll land there. Okay, I can get rid of this because that doesn't need to be there, but we can grab our 4 honeycomb again. Put that in there. Trigger the button. Off we go. We'll definitely have to like box that in so the water doesn't go anywhere weird, crazy. Do something about it so it doesn't make a mess. We could also add a delay so that it has time to turn the water off before it leaves. That's another option. We be flying. Did I bring my furnaces with me? I did not, did I? I am a scrub. It's okay. Well, I guess we'll do a temporary test to go back and see how it does. Scrub, yes. Scrubby scrub. So good at forgetting everything I need to do. Now, it shouldn't be as hard to place the minecart where I want on the honey blocks. I just have to get it on that second honey block. Be able to write it back. Another hydrate. I guess I'll hydrate again. Oh no, I saw it. The fish made me think of hydrate. I saw the notification. I don't know why it like updated it up there. Anyways, fishy. I need to hydrate anyways. Okay, so if I do that, and then I do a rail, and I do a minecart, and I boop it, I should be able to get rid of this, and that should put the minecart where I need it, and I should be able to just ride this back. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so this will be able to be a good test for how the return's going to work. I guess it's because I saw, yeah, I saw like the fish pop up. No, I'm just seeing it now. Weird. My brain saw something trigger on the left side, on the left screen, and maybe wanted to read it, and then that's what I read. There it is. Once we arrive over there, we'll actually get to see if our system works correctly. We just gotta do a bunch of cleanup and make it look better. And build the other side, obviously, but... And then, we'll be able to build a bridge for the rail from that location to the village, and we can finally have villagers in this world. After, like, what's it gonna be, 360 plus days or something? Because I want to have, like, an actual station... Yeah, I'd have a station there. So I'd have a station that I leave from there, and a station that I can stop off right there. And then leave later to go on to more areas. Oh, we're on. Oh, I didn't realize my day up thing has not been updated. Eh. We're on 57. Alright, moment of truth. Does the system work correctly? We will find out. Come on. Oh, that's bad. Come on, minecart. Nah! No, minecart, come back. No, minecart. Minecart. Whee! There, it worked. Definitely worked. It shouldn't be a problem when I have it set up properly, because I will actually be lined up. Stretch. Good stretch. Ooh, yeah. That always actually feels good to stretch the muscles. Ooh. Alright. I need furnaces before I forget. We need furnaces, we need more honeycomb, so I can actually convert that properly. We're definitely gonna have to go mining for a bunch of gold and iron later so I can get all the rails made. Because it'd be really cool if I can get this set up so I actually have a full loop. Looking forward to that. I'm going to figure out a design too where like I can stop in the station and then decide if I want to continue or stop at the station. So I need something where it... I think the best way to do that is actually to have yourself like on an angled rail. Okay, honeycomb blocks, inferni. Honeycomb blocks, inferni. That's what I'm after. Do I have more in here? I don't. But I am... Oh, there's honeycomb there. Take that stack. And we should have some furnaces in here. And we're going to need a couple more of those, so we might as well Excuse me. We'll just make a bunch, so we have plenty. 38, that should be more than enough. Did I want anything else? Nah, I think that should be good. We have the honeycomb blocks to put on the top part here. And I do want to do some stuff with this too. The smooth logs, but they are not as resource, like they're way more resource intensive, which this build is not already ridiculously expensive to build. It's not absurd in any fashion whatsoever. The sheer amount of honeycomb blocks that this requires is baffling. In fact, I guess times used. This is not completely accurate, but let's say roughly probably 1,500 honeycomb blocks or something like that. Wait, why do I have... Oh, the signs. For a second there, I'm like, why do I have so many signs? My mineshaft is made of a ridiculous amount of signs. That's why. Okay, so I can grab these guys. And then I can do that. That can be... That's going to be a birch one later. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool to have see that. It's like, oh, what's this? I guess actually, since this is ending, I could just simply do that. So that's like the end of this section. I like that. Cool. We'll do something here. I'm not sure. Actually, I think when I redesign, when I do this later, I think I will shift this up so it's more, like, it's closer. So it's like more like right here. So if we build like a building around here, it can incorporate that section. I do like that. So we'll definitely move that later. That's not going to stay there. That is not its permanent home. Right. I don't want to leave yet because I need to sleep before we get over there because I don't want to be flying in the sky in the middle of the night and then arrive over there to be blown up by a creeper. Okay. Boop. Let's go. Boop, 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 boop. And go. And I do have a screenshot I need to get myself opened up so I can reference. Get that over here. So I have a fairly good idea of how I need to build this thing. That song is ridiculous, but so much fun. How's the burning forest over there? It's actually died down. That's surprising. We've got such great views up here too. Like, look at that. The happy puppy. The stickers are just so ridiculous. Probably gonna dig out a bunch of dirt over here since where this is positioned is running straight into the ground. I have to dig out a bunch of space underneath so I have access. This is gonna be funny too, because like I can actually send villagers on this because it's safe for the player. It should be safe for the villager. If I take no damage riding this, a villager will be perfectly safe being sent across this. I just hope that there's actually villagers left over there. There should be. I don't think I've been near this at nighttime. We'll have to see. Okay. So I do know I need... An observer block is going to go right here. So let's grab that. Break all this dirt for now. So we need an observer block there. Oh, right. Of course it was going to do that. Okay, bye! Then we're going to have a bunch of furnaces set up across here, which I guess... How many blocks out does that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think? But maybe we can do this a little differently. Okay. So we gotta remember the rail's gonna come in right here, so we can put a rail here temporarily, so we know that's the entrance point. That's where our 2 honey blocks are gonna be. And then the crafter should be in this space. So if we put dirt like that, we can put our crafter like this. That's not where that goes. Hey, give it back. There we go. And then that goes into a barrel. Doesn't really matter the orientation. Then... Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's correct. Yeah, because this is going to go like this. And then we'd have that. And that. Okay. So then we'd have a hopper. Because we'd have the other barrel there. Okay. Dirt. Barrel. Get rid of this. The hopper goes there. Okay. And then from that hopper, we're actually going to have a honeycomb block there. Oops. Not there. There. And then we have this shape like that. And then we're going to have one here. And we're actually going to have one down there, because that's where the redstone's going to go. And then from... Oh, hold on. What did I do wrong here? Oh, because I've built the system. I've been building it too low. Okay, tear it all down, because that's incorrect. Because there's supposed to be this here. And that's where the redstone dust goes. Up, up. Take all that out. Take that out. I put that in there. No touchy. Yes. No touchy indeed. No touchy. Because what it should be then, so we are going to have this, but then we're going to have another layer up here. And that's where the crafter goes there. Because we also have a furnace. Oh, what did I do for that? I'll figure that out later. That's fine. Okay. Whee! I fell off again. I don't think I have one here at all. That one's not necessary. It's in a corner. Okay, this is where the crafter goes. Can I get it in there without... fine. Pop. Okay, now that's how that goes. That's now the way it goes. That goes there. Then we have the L shape here. There we go. That's more how it's supposed to be. Yeah, like that. Then we have our barrel there. And then we have, I guess, barrel here. Not there actually, it goes one higher. Copper goes there. So now the good thing about putting my redstone on honeycomb blocks, they're not easy to break with any tool. Like they take a bit of time to break regardless. So it does actually keep my redstone safe and secure. I don't have to risk breaking it. Okay. Now... Hold on. Oh, the observer... Oh, that's completely wrong. Wait, why did I do that wrong? I don't understand how I've done that wrong now. Oh, because I put... That's why. That observer is not where it goes. You don't belong here. You belong here. Eat. There. Now that's correct. And then the redstone goes like that, and then it goes down. So like this, and then like that. And then we have one right there. Up, up, up. Gonna have the repeater. It's got a delay on that one. This doesn't have a delay. This one doesn't have a delay. We have a comparator there. Okay. And then we need that there. And then a bunch of torches. So we got a torch here. Torch there. Alexa, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Dispenser goes
Welcome
like
episode
that.
1414. I'm Grubby, the friendly axolotl. What's your
Sweet,
favorite
sweet.
build style?
I'm listening to the
I like
stream and driving.
creative,
Okay,
colorful
well, hopefully you
designs
drive
myself.
safe. Thanks for dropping in. I do appreciate it. I'm working on a pretty cool looking machine thing here. So I have, I have my rail on my hardcore world. I finally am designing the flying machine that the minecart will drop onto and fly across. I'm doing pretty good, Exxon. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. It feels like it's been a little while. Okay, that can go there. Those can go there. That's all the redstone I need, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much all the redstone. Surprisingly, it's a pretty simple machine now that I've actually got it all laid out. We have a button that goes on that, so that can trigger that. That's going into there. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, I gotta remember what I did here. Because I think, basically, I need the 3x3. Oh, no, that's more than that, isn't it? It's one more? I think it's like that. So I have, after that honeycomb block, it goes out 3 blocks. So after this, it goes out 3. Oh. Does it go like that? And then I have this one not here. I think that's what it is. So I need to rearrange these two. Boop. Boop. Like that. And I gotta sleep, because scary things are coming. It's actually pretty cool. I think we've hit a pretty, like a record for my streaming, where we've got 5, almost had 5 consistent viewers the entire stream. That's really cool. So then I put this here and do that, and then I can complete that box. Can break this one. It's all looking great. Thanks. It is turning out pretty good, I'd say. That's fine. That doesn't matter if that's rotated. That's okay. I can put our signs here and here. And then we're gonna have our signs there and over here. So that keeps the water from overflowing. And then we're gonna have trap doors. So we do actually need to build this up a bit more. And I think I only did... Yeah, actually that's the end of this so far. So we'll do this. Boop, boop. Put a honeycomb block. Oh no. I guess I could break these in place then the other direction. I believe that is the full setup I have over there. Am I missing anything else otherwise? I didn't bring any water over with me, so that's a little awkward, but I believe this is the full system. So if I were to grab this and go like that and hit the button, yeah, I think that's good. We can put one in here just so we can see it get spit out, so we know that it's done the thing it needs to. Oh, it didn't trigger. What did I miss? Redstone. Torch. Why didn't it work? Am I missing something? Oh. I'm missing that torch. It is one of the most important torches for this system to function properly. Silly me. Okay, now it should work. Hit the button. And... why? What did I do? That's where that should be. Yep, got it. Why you no do the redstone thingy here? Is it because this is not reaching? It should. Okay, let's click that. Doesn't do anything. I guess I can do this where I can't even reach any of that. Okay. Can I stand where I can see that redstone? See if it triggers. Yes, okay. So the redstone signal didn't go down there at all. Oh, because duh. It only works because the machine arrives there. Okay. Now, the only thing this needs is the water, technically. I think it's all set so that the thing can arrive. So now I gotta make the journey back so we can bring the machine back over and test that it works properly. Then we can go back and forth. And once it's back and forth, like works going back and forth, then we know it's technically functionally complete. We just have to connect rails to it. And I do also need to make the part that cycles me around with the water and stuff, but that's not too big a deal. Okay. Well, we can go over here and jump down into this water, because it's fine. Wee boop boop. I guess, actually we have water here. I can go set it up so that the water is actually functioning in there. So when we arrive, it should trigger properly like it does on this other side. Should. Whee! I do have to say, this is probably one of the coolest things I've built. Redstone just lets you do so many things that you just wouldn't be able to do normally. I don't need this picture open. With that. Do, 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 do. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. So we'll come over here, we'll put in a infinite water source if we need it. Be like right here. Boop, boop. Okay. So now I'll put that bucket in here. So it's not currently active, which is how it should be when there's nothing, when the flying machine is not in the bay. So yeah, I think that should function. Now we can return without too much to worry. We'll grab a little bit of water just so we have that to get back easier. We could have got some on the way, but it works either way. Do 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 do. I'm so excited. The villagers will be unlocked soon. Oh, we're so close. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do the whole handling villagers and stuff, because I do also want to try to have some sort of mechanization to my interactions with villagers in some way. I guess I could have the honeycomb, like, trigger a piston thing that opens up or something, or I can, like, request and call specific villagers. Ooh, I kind of like that request system. So I have it set up where I dial in a machine to say, I want this kind of villager. And I think I could use, I could just use a lectern. Yeah, because that gives me 16 different signals. Okay, that's a cool idea. I like this idea. I like a villager vending machine, more or less, where I make my selection and it brings me the villager and then I can send it back. That sounds ridiculously fun. And absolutely silly. But that is what this world is about. Overly engineered redstone machines for everything. Like this. I could have just built a bridge across that, and that'd be that. But I've decided to make it a flying machine, because that's so much cooler. Okay, minecart is here. Water is out like it should be, because that's what it should do when it's arrived. Now I can do this and go back. Oh, I forgot. Ah, I do actually need the trapdoors, don't I? Guess we'll find out if the trapdoors matter once I get over there. Gotta update my day counter too, but not keeping up with that. We're almost to day 360. Look at that. And that's actually when I said we'd be done with it, right? So I guess right on that time at least. This is so ridiculous. I love it though. I think I had this idea like super early on in this world. When I saw this gap, I'm like, okay, I can get across this gap. So, can I get a minecart to land on a flying machine and then take myself off the flying machine and never leave the minecart? The answer is yes. And I guess I also have a rule that I've just realized this. If I don't have honeycomb, I can't like utilize this thing. It's like if I don't have honeycomb, I'm gonna have to go back on foot. I can't utilize the fancy travel systems. And at some point when I have like an elytra available in the future, I definitely want to have where I spend honeycomb to purchase rockets. So yeah, this honeycomb is my currency and power for this entire world. Is basically how it works. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Does this work properly? It does, except for I'm in a spot where it can't reach me. So I do have to figure out how to utilize that positioning better. And that's making it an absolute mess over there. Fine. So I need the player to be here. Can I do something to make that happen? I guess if I have... Oh, right, maybe I could do another trapdoor. Like if I have a trapdoor here, that should keep me from...
We have happy accidents.
Happy accidents. Actually, no, I don't think that would work because that, I'm pretty sure that'll block the... Or it won't block anything, so I'll just go right under it. So what do I do about that? I guess I have to calibrate my landing on this position, which that might actually work right there. Though it's not as safe. So another alternative is I have to move my entire system over one block. That's a bit frustrating, but... Oh, actually... I could probably just push this part one block over. If I did that, How difficult would that be to fix? Alright, off you go, machine. How difficult would it be to shift this one block this way? Oh, but if I do that, that's going to cause this part to have to be rebuilt. So is it easier just to shift this system over one block? It's really not that big of a piece, so it actually shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, let's see if we can do that without causing too much trouble. So is that I don't need to move these at all. These can the sign can stay. It's just this it needs to go over. Okay, well let's just try doing that one a bit at a time. We'll pop that there, put the sign back there. We'll then jump up here, break this. Crafter goes here. Okay. And this is going to be shifted over. Now I think if I just do this, that should still trigger it. So I don't have to worry about that much being an issue. Just have redstone here, which I guess I can test that by so that works. So it's actually not too big a deal to adjust everything like that. So grab this. Peter would go there. Then that would be broken. I could break this one. Place it there, which means I have to do that on the other side too, so I have to adjust it all over one block. Thanks for the lurk, knockout. Appreciate it. Boop, 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 boop. Remove that. Take away that. Break that. And then I can leave this where it's at. So I don't need to adjust that one. It's just this stuff that needs to be shifted. So then that goes there, with the redstone torch there. In fact, we could even just put the barrel here. And actually it makes it easier to see the whole system too. And then, oh, is that all I need? Is that all I needed to move? Oh, okay, that's all I needed to move, was just that piece. So it makes it even easier. Because it should still all trigger now. Let's just check it. So if I put in these four, and we'll just do that just for the sake of clarity. We'll put the button back on. Okay, yep, that worked. That's all we need. Oh, cool, cool. That's actually really easy to fix. And it makes the profile of it better, too. It flattens it out. Yay, I like that. Sweet. Well, now I gotta go back. And I gotta test if I can get... I don't need to worry about moving anything now. So now that all should work, right? Because... Wait, what did that accomplish now? My brain just totally spaced why I did that. Oh, because I want to move this... Oh, no, I do need to move this because I need the dispenser here. I didn't think about that. Okay, so that was the whole idea. I need the dispenser over one block so that it can do its thing. We'll put that there. Guess if that's... I still need to move this, right? Yeah. So that should do that bit, how it needs to be. This is a redstone torch. Can I actually utilize this in the system? Is it a problem to have... Okay, if the torch is off, it won't be a problem. So maybe I can... I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it with it then in part of the system. Okay, then we do have to consider how we're gonna do this part, which I guess would simply just be moving it to there. So I just do that and this. And I think it actually makes it cheaper too. Reduces it by 1 redstone. Yeah, that's actually perfect. And it keeps it inside there, fairly easy. Okay, that should work. So let's say that there's a thing here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Okay, put the bucket in. Didn't want to put the redstone in there. Okay, so that still goes down there like it should. So it shouldn't be a problem. Other than here, I think I might need an additional sign just to make sure it doesn't flow all over the place and make a mess. Okay. And I guess for testing, we could simply just put a thing like this. The machine would be... Okay, the machine would be like this, wouldn't it? Oh. Which does that. Okay, that's actually exactly what I wanted to do. That should be perfect. Okay. So by moving the whole system over, it should make it more accurate. And it should guarantee that the minecart gets pushed off the honey. And we have... I think we still need the space, but we'll test that. We're going to go over to the other side, adjust the other side, and then see what we do from there. Okay. Anything I need to do? No, not at the moment. It's fine. And then something I can do later is, now that I've got it kind of finalized, if I want to replace any of the furnaces, I can do that as long as it is a block that a piston cannot push, or basically honey or slime cannot grab it. So as long as that is a trait of those blocks, I can put anything there. And I do like to do that whenever I'm dealing with flying machines, is make a zone that I know for sure that I can't put anything. It also can't be redstone. So you can't have redstone and you can't have like anything that can be pushed or pulled in those sections, otherwise it can break the machine. So you have to be very careful when fiddling with stuff like this, because they are temperamental in that way. Okay, woo, bouncing. Yeah, let me up. I don't like storms though, because I never know what time of day it is. Oop, oop, oop. Like another beehive. It's kind of funny there's a beehive next to the rail here, and there's one over there on that birch tree. Alright, so the first thing we need to do over here is, I guess we want to send the machine back. That's not going to work unless I put... Right, I have to give it a power source, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay. And this is how we're going to have the rail there. That's good to know. Now I need to move all this over one block. I don't know if I need these, honestly. Based on what I saw there, I don't think it made a difference. So we don't really need these. But we could probably put them in as like a decorative to kind of conceal this some more. Okay, so this is the first bit we're going to do. Move that over. It's getting dark already. I think it's nighttime. Can I sleep now? Day 360, right? Should be. Crazy that we've gone that far. Oh, we're on 61. Okay, that's what I thought, actually. That it was one additional, but I assumed it was the 360. Woot! Okay. Get that bed back. So now we can keep on doing this bit where we're trying to move everything over. Get rid of that and that. Place that. Break these. Now break that. Place that. Boop, boop, boop. Move that over. Okay. And then we were able to use the barrel when I adjusted that, which is great, because that means we can have a little bit more of a compact system, which I always like having. Because any way for me to compact redstone on a system, I always do enjoy doing that. And I think basically what I did here was I did... Oh. This is going to be a bit different now because of how I placed that. Because I did it here. I brought the redstone down like this, and then this was here to go into there. Because that's the new setup. Because that goes there. Oh, and the water is flowing everywhere. Got to fix that. There we go. Keep that out of there for now while we're adjusting things. Both of these need to be moved over. As well as this. Oh, and the dispenser is also going to be moved over, so I gotta do that as well. Okay. Dispenser goes here. Crafter goes here, facing this way. We can grab our barrel, our button. And do... Oh, barrel went in here. Okay. So that goes there. Button goes on top. That. Break this. Okay, and then we need our barrel here. Copper goes there. And then we need redstone torch on this. Block. Redstone torch goes into there, and we need redstone torch on top of the barrel. Pop. There we go. Perfect. We can put the water back now because we got that set up how we need it. And then our signs need to go back here and here. So it's impossible for the water to land on that, which, oh, I didn't think about that. It might actually... So the water should be out on that one. If it's not, I've done something wrong. We'll have to check that. Okay, let's continue moving this all over, make sure it is all moved. Is it actually already all moved? I'm missing something. I'm missing... Wait, am I missing something? Bring up my screenshot that I had earlier. No, okay. I'm actually not missing anything. So it should be working now. So if I were to... Falling in the holes. That should be how this is supposed to be built now. So if I put those in there, and I put... Yeah, so I do that. I think it's functioning. I hope it is. Okay, so that's been tested once again. We can pull these out since we don't actually need anything in there until it's actually officially running. And I guess we go check things out from here and go back over there again. So I think we're just going to go a little bit longer on the stream. I just want to see if this is functioning how it should be over there. And then we'll call it a stream. I'll have to do all my little outro-y things as well as find somebody to raid. Welcome back, Exod. Coming back in right towards the end. We're just checking, it is ending, yes. We're just checking to see a couple things before it raid. Jet Winslow, is he family friendly? Just as a question, make sure, because I want to make sure I'm doing that. Is he doing Minecraft right now? There is actually a redeem thing for recommending people to raid. He is? Okay, cool. I don't know if it's a good thing to have as a redeem or not, but I did make it one. Hold on, let me get better internet. Okay, no worries. So let's see how our machine, or I guess our station, it would be a flying machine. He did yesterday. Okay, cool. Sounds good. By the way, the redeem for doing the recommending the streamer recruit a raid, does that seem like it's a reasonable amount? Okay, the water is everywhere. That's actually a good sign. It is supposed to be a mess right now because I've not refined it, so not we must. Can't afford the redeem? Okay. Yeah, I want it to be a little bit higher just so it's more likely to be like a bigger deal for people to do that, you know? So they're more likely to recommend, have good recommendations for people. Raid. Okay, I do want to do this for testing purposes, do that, and then just kind of do this. Okay. 500 is good. I actually thought it was a little cheap. Oh, okay. It's good to know. Alright, let's grab the minecart. We're going to test this out. So this is how this is supposed to work. Okay, I did kind of get on that edge there somehow. I don't know how I did that, because it doesn't do that on the other one. So we're on the same page then? Awesome. Yeah. Okay, can I get this minecart thing to do what I want? Yeah, that's basically what I want it to do. Okay. So then we go over here, we put in the 4 honeycomb, and go! Okay. Seems to be working. Awesome. Ooh. Oh goodness, it's been quite a stream. We've actually accomplished something that I did not think we would have done. We got both stations for the flying machine. I think feature complete, other than a little bit.
That's all, folks.
The stickers are always so like fitting for certain things. I actually intentionally picked some of them because of that. Alright. Now, hopefully this functions how I want it to. I don't have any weirdness happen when I get over here. The water should work, because it should push me where it needs to. And I think the honey blocks actually prevent the minecart from going this way, or that way, I guess, to my left. It was a great stream. Yeah, it really was. Okay, this is a goal that I've had for this world from like the very beginning almost. Even though I wasn't here for most of it. No worries, I appreciate having you here, even if you're here for 5 minutes. Okay. Now this is going to be the moment of truth whether this works or not. Because last time I came on, I kind of like bumped into the furnaces for some reason. I don't know why. Because my alignment was slightly off. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not good. Hello? Why you no do thing? Oh. Because I messed up. Let's see. I guess I can do this, or I can pop this. Ah! So this is what it's supposed to do. And then we drop off. And right through. We gotta fix that honeycomb block, but... Whee! Boop. Boop. And then the rail would be powered and we would continue on. Awesome! Yay! Okay. That's gonna be it for the stream, but let me go ahead and do all my spiels and such. I'll do the thanks for watching thing. But I can wave away goodbye as well. So, if you want to get notifications for streaming events, make sure you join the Discord. If you want to watch the VODs, you can hop onto YouTube and catch up on what we've been doing. And now let's go find somebody to raid. You mentioned... We go find their name here. Jet Winslow. Okay, copy that one. Go to our raid. Can I search specifically that name? Yes. Okay. He's playing COD at the moment. Okay. I don't know. Do we want to go from Minecraft to COD? I think I'd rather find somebody to raid that is doing some Minecraft, so we're kind of similar theme, similar vibe, you know? So let's go ahead and do the family friendly tag. See if we can find someone doing Minecraft. There we go, that looks like a good one. Trinity. They're doing some Minecraft. Looks like hardcore. Oh, they're doing hardcore as well. They're at 5,300 plus. Okay, that's a good one, I think. Oh, I was unable to rate them. Why was I unable to rate them? Did it? Why did it? It like changed its mind. Can I try again? Are they not accepting raids, maybe? Maybe they're not accepting raids. Okay, we've got to find someone else then. Dude. Let's find someone else doing some Minecraft thing. That would have been a good one to raid. Have a good night, guys. Not finding anyone that really is doing Minecraft. I wonder if I can't raid because it just barely started, maybe? Let's see, maybe I need to follow them first. Let's try that. Just go ahead and do the follow. Okay, now let's see if the raid will work now. It doesn't want to let me raid. Alright, well, I guess what I'll do instead is just drop their name here in the chat. Let's hop over there since the raid doesn't want to work. Hello. Alright, gonna go ahead and end the stream. Go ahead and go ahead and click on that link and go ahead over there and say hello, since the raid did not want to work. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.